Hi, everybody. Happy Groundhog's Day. I'm looking out the window and it's overcast because it's sort of raining, which means what? The groundhog does not see its shadow and therefore does not dive back into the burrow and thus prognosticates a shorter winter. How does that make any sense? But you can't argue with science. Anyway, Pastor Kirk here, nursing a bone-aching cold, which I picked up from my grandkids just 4 days ago. Psalm 6:2 is my verse for the day. Be gracious to me, O Lord, for I am languishing. Heal me, O Lord, for my bones are aching. That's my verse for the day. You know, all the joy that your kids and your grandkids give you is somewhat offset by the misery and sickness they inflict and infect you with. Somewhat. It's not like you're going to quit snuggling them, which is how I got this. But the Lord knows love has a big price tag, and most of that cost is not monetary. Anyway, I had a cold after Christmas, yes, from the kids, and now a second cold in January. I hope this is it for the year. I wonder what it was like for the Son of God who dwelt from eternity in glory, to become incarnate as a human being and catch a cold. How do you think he felt? What is this? This is miserable. Or that he had an upset stomach, or that he had a tumble and he broke a bone. Ow! The son of, as good as it is to be alive, to be human, to have these cool things called bodies, there are bad days and hard days and sick days. And God knows what those days are like because Jesus experienced them. It says in Hebrews, therefore it was necessary for him to be made in every respect like us, his brothers and sisters, so that he could be our merciful and faithful high priest before God. And then he could offer a sacrifice that would take away the sins of the people. And since he himself has gone through suffering and testing, he is able to help us when we are being tested. He understands our weaknesses, maybe even our whining. What do you think? And that makes me feel a little bit less miserable. Hey, this Sunday we continue our series, All You Need Is Love. 2 more Sundays on that. And then in the run up to Easter, we're doing a series called, here's the next series, Influence, Living Courageously in a Scary World. Messages from Daniel and Jeremiah. In the wake of the November election, some people are elated and some people are devastated. But nearly everybody is uncertain about our future. And that makes our scary and volatile world even scarier. The good news is the Bible has a lot to say that is helpful about how to cope with and even thrive in uncertain and scary circumstances. So that's where we're going. Hey, a couple more reminders. The baby bottles, I'm looking around for one. The baby bottles that we passed out last Sunday, those are coin banks for your spare change, okay? We'd like you to fill them up, bring them back 2 Sundays from now, February 12th, and that's our way of blessing and supporting the Alternatives Pregnancy Center in its ministry to women who are in a crisis pregnancy. A bottle typically holds $35 to $50, so you can also put cash in or write a check. Second, we want each of our 70 teenagers in our youth choir tour to have a promise partner who will sponsor their trip during Holy Week and pray for them. And the cost is $25. You can sign up to be a promise partner in the cafe this Sunday. Third, we're relaunching our Children's Joy Choir with a veterans children's choir director, Eric Rainwater. Eric already leads 2 children's choirs, at least 2. And we're opening our Joy Choir up to kids from 2nd to 8th grade. And there's a parent meeting scheduled for Sunday, February 12th at noon. If you or your kids are interested, please be there. Okay. Fourth, our Our church hosts a Sacramento winter guest house. We started last year. That's a ministry to the homeless in our area for 1 week, February 19 to 25, Sunday through Saturday. That's President's Day weekend. And we need dozens of volunteers to staff the guest house, especially doing morning cleanup and nighttime chaperoning. And you can sign up for those little time blocks at the missions table in the cafe. Over 300 kids who participate in Upward basketball this year and their families are invited to our church on Upward Sunday. And we have a lunch following. That's on February 19. So when you see them, the kids will be wearing their basketball uniforms. Be sure to give a warm Fair Oaks welcome to the kids and their folks. Danielle Viglione, a veteran of the women's NBA and a passionate Christian believer, she'll be bringing an inspirational message and testimony on that Sunday. Okay? Hey, that's all for now, folks. I got to go heat up some chicken soup and blow my doughs. Okay? I love you, church, and I'll see you on Sunday.